waves. I'm Iliza with you to bring you the hard-hitting facts that hold you after until you're pretty. With me, as always, is my cohort Alexis, who is wearing glasses apparently for the first time. I did not know that.
First time ever.
Alexis, Antiojo State Archer. I think that's glasses. Gives a shit. With me, as always, super producer Bron Grandma.
Wow.
We are not going in 720p because it is too hard. It's too difficult.
You know what else is too hard?
What?
Never mind.
Oh, it was a penis joke. Oh, started off with a good note. Dateline! Who are the worst tourists in the world? Americans say Americans. Dun, 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 dun. Other bad tourists. No. Interestingly enough, the Irish said the British were the worst, and the British said the Germans were the worst. It's not their flag, but it is to us. Ireland doesn't like Britain, the country that owns the northern part of their country, and England doesn't like the Germans, the country that almost owned their country. I think this goes way beyond taking too many pictures loud and being annoying on city buses. Americans have been hating each other for years. First North versus South, state versus state, and now we have team sports to bolster our hatred. Survey says that Americans are frank, open, and honest, and the spilling of their guts is more of a virtue than others see it. You guys weren't so open to our dislike of Nazis. You didn't dislike our honest opinion of communists, and you didn't like us spilling the guts of kraut Nazi bastards. America! We can be a bit much. That should be our tourist slogan. Pretty good. Just starting you off with a big, healthy dose of patriotism. I changed the flag.
Very nice. In the chat rooms, Wing Droid says too true, and Stupo Barfa says looking good, Iliza.
Thank you. They're beachy waves. McFan69 says we Americans suck at touristing because we don't learn about other countries in school. That's why we're tourists. Go learn about it. Also, we're the only one that matters. Sorry, that's the way it is.
I completely agree with that. Actually, coming from Texas, I never learned like world geography. I only learned Texas geography.
Well, that's because you were raised in a barn.
I went to excellent schools.
It was an okay barn.
Classes.
We learn about the world. You learn world history and stuff like that. We just have a lot of history that's quite current. I mean, it's hard to learn like 15th century Russian history. That's what you go to college for. That's why people come to our schools for college. We have the best of everything, except for tourism. Americans are loud. When I was in Japan, I didn't realize that just our natural volume with which we speak is louder than most Asians yelling. So, what are you gonna do? We win. Always. We can be a bit much. Oh, that would have been amazing. There you go.
Just a little arrogant. Just a little arrogant.
It's all right. That's what everyone likes about us. Not so arrogant when we're coming in and giving you clean water. Dateline! Rush Limbaugh. Ew. Oh, he's old and gross. Following his remarks about birth control activist Sandra Fluke being a slut and a prostitute, women are in an uproar, rightfully so. Many women calling for the boycott of his sponsors on his show. In fact, AOL pulled out today. No pun intended with the pull out, huh? That'll solve your contraception problem. I hope you get raped by Rick Santorum and choke on a fucking Nuvo ring, you fat woman-hating pig. I made this.
Nice.
Get it?
Oh, I just noticed the spelling.
Jabaugh the Hutt, like Rush Limbaugh. It's really good. Rush Limbaugh, you're a bitch.
Hey, Eliza, you know what else is hard? Oh.
Aw.
Trying to make a fucking living. People, that was good. I did a good job. He's disgusting. And the thing is, in our society, when you call a woman a slut, for some reason, it just, like, not that it sticks, but it weighs more than calling a man like an asshole or something.
It is. It's like the C word. Like, there's no equivalent word that you can call a man other than the F word, which I don't agree with, that hurts that badly.
What, fat?
What's the
what's the F word, Alexis?
Oh, don't make me say it.
What do you spell it then?
I have gay friends and they like me, and
Oh, wait,
because I have gay friends.
The equivalent to a European cigarette?
Yes.
A European cigarette? Yeah, but if no one, it doesn't offend a guy either. It doesn't offend him.
Really?
Litro Step asks, Eliza, what GOP are you rooting for? The best one, the one that's on our show, which you'll see later. It's GODP. Look, the best way, as a girl that's frequently been in arguments with men who couldn't handle the fact that I wasn't at home barefoot pregnant, the best thing you can do if you ever get in an argument with a guy is call him a bitch. If you do that first, then they've got nowhere to go. Because then they can't say it because then it's already been used. It's hacky. I learned that in the 5th grade.
Dateline!
Yoga! We have serious things to report today. I took a lot of pride in the news.
Yeah, really hard-hitting facts there.
These are hard-hitting facts. Meow, meow.
You know what's also a hard-hitting fact? Brian!
What, you just want to show people your armpit? What was
No,
that?
because of all the hard, that was a 3 to the hard jokes. Oh.
I think maybe I should have done the third callback.
Yeah.
God.
Of the
Change
of the
my
thing.
opinion on women's rights. Women should not be allowed near comedy.
Yoga.
Yoga! Oh my God. John Friend, founder of the Anasura style of yoga, which we're all familiar with, is under fire this week, facing accusations of sexual misconduct. Who cares? He's like a yoga guru. Who cares? He's not running for office. Then we definitely expect him to F around. Following the accusations, about 75 teachers of his practice have resigned, and some followers are worried that his story will taint the image of their yoga community. Look, you're all assholes, no pun intended. So who cares if your leader is an asshole or can see his own asshole from doing yoga? If you like yoga and it works for you, then who cares if the guy who invented your practice is a douchebag? It doesn't make breathing that much less important. Who cares? It's not like he's like running a school for boys. And plus, when you're a student of yoga, you're not a real student, okay? You're like a 45 overprivileged housewife. So if you sleep with your yoga trainer, that's on you. Use contraception.
You slut.
You slut. You slut and prostitute. I don't think the big deal. I think it's creepy to have, oh, this is my guru. It's tantric yoga. Tantric yoga? Yeah. What did you think this guy was going to be after? Your mind? No. Hold your breath and get off.
Oh.
Wasn't that what tantric
You know,
love
in the
meant?
chat room, they're telling me with the callbacks, I keep doing, they say I'm trying too hard.
Iliza is pulling the Kesha look. Have you ever seen her in a bathing suit? I hope not.
She looks
wasn't nice.
like someone's little sister that like got in the makeup drawer and is like trying too hard.
Kesha?
Yeah.
I don't really get her look. It's like animals, but space age. I think it's a little weird, but I don't mind her songs. Although some of her rhymes are bad. She's like, unless they look like Mick Jagger. Well, who wants someone that looks, and then they have the other song that moves like Jagger.
I know, and I
kinda
feel
gay.
like there's a whole generation of people that's like, what is he saying? What's Jagger? What does
like-
that mean? Is that slang?
Meet me in the back with a bottle of Jack. Really? A whole bottle of Jack? You fucking crazy person. I have a shot of Jack. I'm down for the count. Speaking of, okay, I don't buy your story, Alexis. Okay, so Alexis and I, freshman year going into college, Alexis had a friend. We'll call him Bob. And apparently, she just told me this today. I thought Bob was very hot. And one night at Alexis' house, we were making out on the trampoline.
Yeah, I have a
as-
trampoline.
And I fell asleep. Like in arms mid makeout. And I woke up, he was like, am I a bad kisser? I was like, no, I just had too many substances. And apparently, you're telling me that I made out with him another time and fell asleep twice.
Yeah, that was the last straw for him. It was the second falling asleep while making out with him moment.
He's very attractive. I hope he doesn't take it personally. It's just hard to mix things.
How could you not take that personally? What if a guy was having sex with you and he fell asleep halfway through it?
What if a guy was having sex with me and he didn't fall asleep halfway through? That means I didn't do my job. Call back. Make it hard. What? Your thing.
You're
what
a
were you
slut.
doing? My apologies to Alexis's friend Bob. Should we talk about his girlfriend with the?
No,
we shouldn't.
just the fact that you fell asleep twice while making out
I was
with
doing
him.
technical things. To be clear, we should fall asleep after you're done.
Yeah.
Not
No.
during it.
No. It's after you're done. We're not done.
Yeah.
You're done.
We're never
Ideally,
done.
you're done like a few times, and then we're done, and then we fall asleep.
Yes, ideally, but in actuality, it's like, oh, this is great. Well, done, darling. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm like, it's fine. I'll just stay here and make sure the pillows are warm. So sorry to your friend. I didn't realize I had fallen asleep while making out with him twice. That would explain why when I went over to his house, he was like less than thrilled to see me.
Yeah. Public apology 7 years later.
It's okay. You can say you made out with someone who's kind of famous, like R-list famous. Awesome.
Our list.
Yeah, it's like way past D. Because D to me, if you're D-listed,
Can't
it
keep
means
faking me out with the Dateline arm.
you like that. Look at that.
The Dateline armpit right there.
It's too strong for you.
Dateline!
A recent poll, another poll, gives us America's most miserable states. The annual index measures 6 areas of well-being, including life evaluation, physical health, proximity to a Chipotle, and perceived wiener size. The most miserable Most miserable country. The most miserable state we have. Anyone want to take a guess?
Miserable state.
Say your guess, and then if you're wrong, I get to punch you.
I'm gonna say Nebraska. Oh God! Oh God! No! I can't move from this.
Oh, holy hard. Next time it's Blanche's snooch in your face. Brian, what's your guess?
My beautiful face.
My guess is, I'll say New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
Texas. Frank Great 18 says Texas. You can log yourself out, sir. We see Idaho, which I've never heard of. I don't know what that is. Indiana. The answer is West Virginia, which if given a choice, there it is. It's Spain. No one knows that, though. We're like, I didn't know West Virginia was like kind of an island. West Virginia, which I think if given the choice of like 3 states, you could have been like, I could see that one. Yes, West Virginia, the western state. West Virginia, still reeling from the enthusiasm of John Denver's 1971 single. Out of 10, 1 out of 10 West Virginians have had a heart attack or suffer from some type of coronary disease. West Virginia also has the highest rate of smokers and the 2nd highest rate of obesity, which is odd because usually when you smoke, you kind of tend to lose weight, but okay. Miserable, miserable state. What?
William M.R. in the chat room actually guessed it correctly, and I guess it would be kind of depressing when there's Virginia and then like they didn't know what to do with the other half, so they're like, West Virginia.
It was like Virginia had a skin tag and they were like, we can't remove it, it'll be too painful. We'll just call it West Virginia. I'm sure the people that live there are very proud of their state. I don't worry about them not hiring me to play their comedy clubs. Comedy clubs. I don't think they have any.
Calamity? You just added an L to something for no reason.
Again,
Calamity.
Not worried because they don't have internet there.
Apparently, I've been told I add L's to things that, like...
You do.
Yeah,
you have a lateral L sometimes.
Both. Like, I add an L to the word both. I say both of you are pretty, but I somehow add an L to it. I just noticed that you just added an L to that.
Mine was a speech impediment. Yours was a brain malfunction.
Masquemia81 says they have the highest rate of inbreeding.
That's just made up because you saw Deliverance. Wasn't that in West Virginia?
No, that was in like Louisiana. That was like
it was
the
not.
Sticks.
I thought it was Alabama.
Yeah,
it's the same
Sticks.
thing.
It's not like West Virginia.
West Virginia is the sticks. People live in things called hollers there. Don't know what that is? Go coal mining and you'll find out. Sorry, West Virginia. Must be hard to live in West Virginia. Great, Buckman234. Keep those awesome comments coming. Coming up, we got nerd news. We got French fashions. What? Wolf Corner, Hamster Corner, and your pub of the week.